Friday night. Oh my goodness, it's such a beautiful Friday night. Introducing a wonderful show that we have for you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for doing all the things that you're doing right now, because with tonight, we're live from anywhere and we're live here with you. Presenting Scrub tonight. Oh my goodness, when I tell you, when you hear his music, when we pick his brain, you're gonna be like, whoa. I'm like, I know, right? So shout out to our sponsors. We have Mighty Kind, as well as Old Vienna, as well as this beautiful mic with Hio Sound. I am your host tonight with Live from Anywhere. Shout out to Media Outlaws. You know my name starts with the M. I feel cool doing this. Hey, but Media Outlaws. So as I say, coming up to the mic, we have the amazing, the Mozart of the Ozark. And I would like to say he brought his crew with him. We have Scrub. Hey.
Megan O, thank you, my friend. The lovely Megan O. Hello, Internet. My name is Scrub. We're gonna do a bunch of music for you spanning a whole decade tonight. This first song is called Crystal City. My neck of the woods is one of the grossest. It's overgrown and it's underfocused. The farm belt, that's a bunch of bogus. Got fresh meth going in tons of noses. And I don't trust whoever come the closest. Keep my locale undisclosed. Now, me and this dude might come to blows just because I said that out like Guns N' Roses. Shooting the shit with a chick named Crystal. She got a tap on the hip of a pistol. She making million dollar bill by the fistful. What she really wanna take shit for? Damn straight, ignorant and blissful. It make you wonder what you wanna move bricks for. But I've been here for a while and nobody can smile you when you got a damn business in the shit scene. Oh baby, I'm so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, you like everything slowed down. See, nothing ever changed in my hometown. Oh baby, I'm so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, you like everything slowed down. Nothing ever changed in my hometown. Open your mind, yo, that's all I'm trying to ask for. You know it all, but you don't know any black folk. No respect, redneck, wanna crack jokes. Truth is, y'all ain't really nothing but assholes. Speaking my mind and I'm taking my licks. It's like, end of the night, they still take my pick. Took a lot to make a place like this. Find it, address 111 and times 6. You make it hard for wanting to go the distance. Made up your minds and you so relentless. Always right and righteous, so religious. And everything is hardline with no forgiveness. Like low light, so broken, senseless. Too late to mend broken fences. I'm king of my domain, I stole the princess. You were getting pimped, you don't even know the difference. Singing, whoa baby, so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, feel like everything slowed down. See, nothing ever changed in my hometown. Whoa baby, so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, feel like everything slowed down. Walk in the door with my heart on my sleeve. I'm looking short, and that's part of the steez. So sorry for you, man, and pardon the weed. I'm only here to make it awkward and harder to breathe. Like you either ass or you're part of the team. Getting nasty, harder to sleep. See, I finally stopped dreaming, started believing that we don't always have to be part of the sheep. I'm just out for some fun now, that's it. Having a good time, looking for the hat trick. Feel like I've done it all, this is my last ditch. Sun's out, guns out, gonna get my ass kicked. Nuts on the truck, guts on the mud flap. Rebel flag in the back, hanging with a gun rack. We won't let it pass, homie, we done that. Pull your head out of your ass, see where the sun's singing. Whoa, baby, I'm so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, feel like everything slowed down. See, nothing ever changed in my hometown. Whoa, baby, I'm so alone now. So I know that I'm home now. Hey, feel like everything slowed down. Nothing ever changed in my hometown. Hey, I would like to spin. Megan O, thank you for hanging out with me. That was fun. I would also like to say a special thank you to the crowd that came tonight, all my lovely friends. They have all been pre-screened. We are in a well-ventilated, COVID-free environment, and I hope you are the same at home. So this is interesting. This is my first performance since cooties took over the world. I don't know if you guys have heard, but cooties are real and they are spreading But streaming is here to stay, and these guys have got it figured out. Media Outlaws, Jesse Harrent, Brandon Sloan, Matt McElrath. I'd like to say a special thanks to them before we go any further. So we are gonna do all kinds of stuff, all songs spanning basically my whole career. So you're gonna hear a lot of different stuff, from serious to goofy tonight. And I would like to also, before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to my friend Ace Ha out in Los Angeles. He produced a lot of the music that you're hearing tonight. Also, my friend M.A. Double here in St. Louis, responsible for a lot of these tracks. This gentleman over to my right is Rob Bass. He's been playing with me for nearly a decade now. This gentleman to the behind me over here to my left is DJ Chili C. Nothing short of a St. Louis legend. And we have been rolling together for quite some time now as well. So, without further ado, my name is Scrub. We are from Lawrence, Kansas. And we're gonna do a song called Beat the Blues.
Hey yo, I hit the ground running with a click and a clack, and I came flipping the track, now I'm switching it back, and the chick in his hat trying to make it fun to listen to rap. Why would anyone want to live in the trap? Why y'all still insist on trying to live in the past? I'm in the lab and I'm whipping up classics, smart as a whip, but I've been skipping my classes, sit in the back sipping the flask, and I'm tripping some ass, trying to make me a buck, man. I'm sick of the rations, pay up or I'm Chuck Norris missing in action. These kids think they get it, but they missing the facts and falling through the cracks like you took a piss in the basket. None of it gon' last, don't sit and relax, moving fast right past till we finally crashing. Me trying to preach and reach critical mass, and I don't do a damn thing in the typical fashion. So how you gonna beat the blues? Got holes in both of your shoes. Hey, how you gonna get respect? Hair running down your neck. How you gonna beat the blues? Got holes in both of your shoes. Hey, tell me that. Anytime that I step out, know I'm holding it down. Out in front of the crowd, going totally wild. It's so hot, might stop, drop, roll on the ground. Kids are being turned up, cause it's supposed to be loud. Won't slow till I'm old and there's no one around. Won't fold till I'm totally out. Yo, the first thing I'm doing when I roll into town is rolling the pound. Tell you folks it's going down now. Over and out, oh no. Broke is a joke, don't no clowning. Floating on this boat and I'm hoping I don't drown. It's American dream. Closest thing that I found was a spot where the gunshots close and loud. So gross, I'm the toast of the smoking lounge. Mama's still thinking that I'm the golden child. This robot just got all broken down. With no voice, how the fuck am I supposed to sound? How you gonna beat the blues? Got holes in both of your shoes. Hey, how you gonna get respect? Hair running down your neck. How you gonna beat the blues? Got holes in both of your shoes. Hey. I'm only here for a minute, just like Haley's Comet. So don't feed me no bullshit, it makes me vomit. I'm in the cockpit taking this plane to the tropics. Sick of this shit, so I'm changing the topic. Now I write it down and I tape it and drop it. Half of these clowns only into making a profit. Your shit sick, bro, y'all it's making me nauseous. I said it'd never be whack, I ain't breaking the promise. I kept it awesome from Austin to Boston, and in a scene in between I might've got lost it. Stop by the office to see how the boss is. Tell them to fuck off, then I showed them the sausage. Insane and obnoxious, maybe already lost it. Agnostic, deciding make me exhausted. The old block, yeah, I'm just a chip off it. I already got too many skeletons up in my closet. Like, how you gonna beat the blues? Got holes in both of your shoes. Hey, how you gonna get respect? Hair running down your neck. Say, how you gonna beat the blues? You got holes in both of your shoes. Hey, how you gonna get respect? Hair running down your neck. Hey, Chili C, y'all. Representing the University City Lions. We're
talking about the Cavallini brothers, about Cujo, Pronger, Kelly Chase. All right. I hope you're having a fun time out there on YouTube. You can't sniff your neighbor like you can in the club, but that's maybe one of the benefits to all of this, right? Talk amongst yourselves. We're gonna talk about our sponsors real quick, which is Dry Red Wine, Old Vienna, Mighty Kind CBD drinks, Heil Sounds, and I'm breaking in this microphone tonight, which I can personally say I give a thumbs up to. So let's play another song, guys. This song is called Guilty Gills.
Aye. Yeah. 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 Trying to stay alive and stay away from the reaper. I got a steady diet of keep a coffee and reefer. I have my chances, but I've never been a believer. See, I stand in front of my own goals, so they call me the keeper. All my peeps, knowing me as a dreamer, can't pull it together, got a rotten demeanor. I can't stop, even though I know I gotta leave her. Hot fiend with a fever, beating for your receiver. I don't have to be eager, I got what they need, so I'ma get what I need, or I'm dropping you off the meter. Too late, they drank the Kool-Aid by the liter and thinking I'ma spend my cheese for one of these weak features. When I was born to the big cheaters. I should move where it's warm and the drugs are a bit cheaper. Grass is a bit greener, gas is a bit leaner, and my ass always full of my favorite tequila. Come on. It's getting hot now. It's getting hot now. It's getting hot now. Scrubbing ace hot and we got it on lockdown like. It's getting hot now. It's getting hot now. It's getting hot now. Scrubbing ace hot and we got it on lockdown like. Okay. Yeah. When I come back, like. I don't really brag a lot, but I'ma put it on blast like classic rock. I'm off my ass like an astronaut, and I'm having a blast, and I'm waiting for the aftershock. On my skateboard doing acid drops, knowing that the routine has to stop, but I'ma cruise ahead, still not there, yo. Life short, but I laugh a lot. Step ahead, you get left behind, and I was left for dead, but my head was fine. I made the type of shit stand the test of time, but I'm feeling like next in line. With a glass of wine and an axe to grind, I got asinine, and I'm half the time, it's like really just passing by, cause I got a little more shit I gotta go and mastermind. Like, trust me, I ain't mad at y'all, no more to give what I'm asking for. Probably all my fault, cause I found out I've been an asshole after all. Like, oh well, got this alcohol and these Adderall, I'm gonna laugh it off, and I'm back in bed, I've been worse than ever. Get trashed and I cracked the car. Never had much cause dad was broke. That's why I'm happy with a pack of smoke. See, I don't want a stack of notes, man, so laid back, looking like I might have had a stroke. But I feel no blackout, ass out till I pass out. Won't back down, never back out. In the back now, looking for a cash cow, going on in till I cash out. I'm a man to beat, and you should pick your horse. You wanna play, stick to sports. Off the track, forget the chorus. Like me and the game, we done been divorced. No chick to poke, brick to smoke, and you can get the joke, you can miss the boat. Doesn't make a difference though, cause either way I'm up late and the scribble to the pencil broke. Like, trust me, I ain't mad at y'all. No, I'm gonna get what I'm asking for. Probably all my fault, cause I found out I've been an asshole after all. Like, oh well, got this alcohol and these Adderall, I'm gonna laugh it off, and I'm back in bed, I've been worse than ever. Get trashed and I crash the car. Come on.
Hey, I hope you're still with us, y'all. It's free. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Chili C. How about that? University City Lions. So I'm having a good time. I hope you are. We're going to do a couple more. Then we're going to take a little set break. And I believe maybe have a little chat, a sit down, powwow. And then we're going to play a second set with some kind of high energy, groovy, funky stuff. So let's do, thank you to the crowd. Let's do this next song, which I wrote about footwear, and goes a little something like this.
I like them all white. I like them gold. I like them crisp and clean, super fresh and pristine. I like my new shoes. Yo, what's it gonna take for y'all to quit rocking them flip-flops? Get a pair of shoes, start shit stomping. If I had to wear those, homeboy, I would quit walking. Looking like you might have made time stop. Them shits offending my eye sockets. Man sandals with white socks and them short shorts with those high tops. Who you kidding with the track shoes? Them whacking the upgrade past dudes straight up. And it's always bad news when you wake up one day wearing them bad shoes. It's a new day, never too late. Gon' cop some blue suede wingtips, some boots maybe. Get a slick print, but not too crazy. Outfit play, but the shoes save me. Like them loud, I'm in the mood lately. Take them out on the town and I show them around. I'm so proud like a new lady. Yo, I like them high and I like them low. I like them all white and I like them low. I like them crisp and clean, super fresh and pristine. I like my new shoes. I want more flash, less profit, more class and less obnoxious, and no more trash, let's stop, cause it all really came from the same sweatshop. Yo, I'ma go barefoot hard on the hardcore, block the lane and make it hard to score. Who needs shoes? I'm hardcore, I'm from St. Louis, I got art support. I remember when I first came to school with a fresh pair and I was making moves. Might just know me a thing or two about stashing shit in my kangaroos. Get the basic with the Asics, clean with the fresh white laces. Then I dove right into the strange shit. Now my feet looking like a couple of spaceships. Kick up dust and I'm making tracks, just a blur when I'm racing past. And the fashion's changing fast, you never go wrong with a pair of classics. Yo, I like them high, I like them low. I like them all white, I like them gold. I like them crisp and clean, super fresh and pristine. I like my new shoes, I like my new shoes.
Shout out to anybody out there that can't help themselves when they see a fresh, crispy pear. Even if they gotta eat beans for a week, you know what I'm saying? Chili, let's do one more and then we'll take a short pause and we'll come back and do more after that. And we'll bring my friend Rob Bass back out here. This song's about being eternally happy.
Life's short, gotta take some chances. Hold hands and then do some dancing. Don't let it get too romantic, cause there's still a whole hell of a lot of pain to manage. It gets tricky, just don't panic. Give it some time, let the bullshit vanish. Drop the ego, be more candid. Before you even know it, then the eagles landed like, time for me to go and take a bow now. Looks like we gon' make it out now. Hit the lights, turn face the crowd. It's really time to break it down now. I forget over some nightly beers, and it's time for me to fight my fears. When I really stop and think, I'm fighting tears. All in all, it's still tight, and I like it here. Rolling life, I'm drunk and trying to steer. Radio playing songs I've been dying to hear, and all I see in my headlights frightened deer. And this is what it's been like for years. Hey, come on, we all bought in and played the game. Had hope when we played the change. At the end of the day, we only changed the name. We got played, everything still remains the same. So many folks always wearing a mask, waving their guns and American flags. Worried to death about a terror attack. Then we go to a war and they barely react. So change your path or just up your doses. Make some trash and throw it into the oceans. Ignore the facts and vote with emotion and drop out. Join in with the hopeless. We need to try and stop smell more roses. Everything you got right under your poor noses. Opportunity knock but the door closes. And it's hard to be on top and afford focus. I forget over some nightly beers. No time for me to fight my fears. When I really stop and think, I'm fighting tears. All in all, it's still tight and I like it here. Rolling life, I'm drunk trying to steer. Radio playing songs I've been dying to hear. And all I see in my headlights frightened deer. And this is what it's been like for years. Hey, come on, we all bought in and played the game. Had hope when we played the change. At the end of the day, only changed the name. We got played, everything still remained the same.
Vote, everybody, vote. It's almost time to vote. If you're not registered to vote, go register now. Vote. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll see you soon.
Come on, clap your hands like, come on. Uh-oh, where you at? Smooth it out. Don't you know no good? Yo, I'm living proof that MCs are alive and well. I'm live as hell, and I just spent the night in the jail. Reppin' the Lou is easy, I was born to do it. That's why I'm laid back and chill like some calm and fluid. And rarely do I speak unless it gotta be said. If I wrote it, then it's gotta be read. I understand you trying to read and pick and figure me out. Well, I don't speak unless we speaking about. Check it out, M-U-Z-A-K, get it, man. I'm posing with a mic in my hand. No mic stand, one right band and one hype man. And James Christo, show that's my motherfucking right hand man. Silence is golden, that's why we look like the Sphinx. Getting rid of whack cats like the Red Sox jinx in 04, 05, and snap. Yeah, I'm responsible for bringing it back to the middle of the map where my folk is with me. We stick together through hard times like Bob and Whitney. Put your fist up in the air if you bobbing with me. I'm that mystery like who Pop, Big L, and Biggie. Now walk with me. Break it down like this. Hey yo, it's my turn now. Don't turn it down, blaze it up. Matter of fact, won't y'all raise it up like S. Villa? I'm bad like Mike Thriller, so beat it before it get ugly. I ain't no killer, but I roll with a gorilla that's way more iller. Ready to snap, cook a crackle and pop them things. Ain't no fence too high for us, man. We hop them things with a little bop in my step. I'm hipper than most. Definitely right from coast to coast. Just name the time and the place and I'll be there. In a zone boxed up like a Hollywood square. I don't smoke on squares, I puff El Productos. Dutch masters too big so I don't touch those. But I touch toes under the table when we at Roscoe's. Chicken and waffles, check out how this plot goes. I win and you lose, that's the end. Prepare to take this L like you battling gin. Drink this bottle of gin, it'll ease the pain. How many times I gotta say my name, huh? I'm an owl, baby doll, not an eagle like T.O. Ballin' is a sport dog and we up 3-0. Comparing me to you is like a Benz to a Geo. I get my ego from my mama, oh girl a Leo. Uh-oh, you know how we go. Walk with me, move side to side, walk with me. You know who keepin' it live, walk with me. Move side to side, walk with me. You know who keepin' it live, walk with me. Come and talk to your boy, walk with me. Come and smoke with your boy, walk with me. Come have a drink with your boy, walk with me. Man, holla at your boy. Now when it comes to these clubs, I be posted up, way in the back, casino style, big ass cup. Yeah, you know something good in it, like a jag with some wood in it. But I wish a nigga would in it. I just came to get the party started, especially when we getting tipsy off that Remy Martin. Chicks be screaming and coughing when that thing penetrate. You don't believe me? Stick your ass in here, let me demonstrate. And if you broad checking the dog, yeah, I'ma be the bride, need the bride. Think I'm lying, man, don't believe the hype. Got rhymes for all reasons, gear for all seasons. My favorite be in spring when I'm doing my thing. High top Air Jordans with the Nautica sweats. Lined up, cologne down, look how flawless it gets. My song never get placed on pause or eject. Nitro's the star, but Chili C is the vet. Now walk with me. Break it down like this. Walk with me, move side to side, walk with me. You know we keepin' it live, walk with me. Move side to side, walk with me. You know we keepin' it live, walk with me. Come and talk to your boy, walk with me. Come and smoke with your boy, walk with me. Come have a drink with your boy, walk with me. Man, holla at your boy.
Form. It's a good thing I'm recording this. According to authorities, your boy's insubordinate. Unfortunate string of events. I'm relentless, tremendously inventive, disciplined, indignant. Maybe a smidgen, maybe I'm kidding. It ain't a crazy religion spitting, so my babies keep shitting. The money comes along with true honey buns. If you only knew the half, the math is kinda funny sometimes. I feel like a fatherless child. STL state of mind, I don't bother to smile. Walk a mile in my shoes through all of my trials. Never swallowed my pride, heed the call of the wild. All of this style and substance, ugly, repugnant. I'm stuck with it, fuck it, it's beautiful, I love it. Like Mookie and Tina, Tammy and Marvin. Food for the soul, turn the beat up, I'm starving. My destiny, my fate when the world is testing me. They say the spirit is strong, but the flesh is weak. No question, I'm giving you the best of me. It's my destiny.
Hip hop, my destiny. Hip hop, my destiny. My destiny. Hip hop, my destiny. My destiny.
Never at a loss for words. You know I spit that raw superb philosopher, connoisseur of them awesome curves. You got some herb, it's happy hour, light it up. You a critic, I'm a spitter, you can write it up. Rappers bite and suck, I say la vie. Africa 70, coming fail deep. Not the number, wake you out of your slumber. Walk amongst you, you can follow me on Tumblr, not a mumbler. I learned to enunciate rhyme heavy, underrated, but not underweight. Before digital, I carried a ton of crates. I'll be the one to say I'm proud of what is underway. I won't run away.
Okay, here we go. When I tell you, being able to sit behind the camera and watch Scrub do such an amazing job, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So live from Anywhere tonight, we're gonna have a nice conversation with Scrub. Also, make sure to totally feel free to ask any questions in the comments and we will get them out there. But oh my gosh, Scrub.
Thank you, Miss Megan.
I see they don't call you the Mozart of the Ozark for no reason. What in the
Yeah,
world?
There's very little competition in the Ozarks, thankfully, artistically speaking. So it's pretty easy to stand out. But no, I appreciate your compliments. We've been doing this a really long time, and it's a blessing to still be relevant and be invited to stuff like this.
I love it. Okay, so let's get straight to it. So you said for a long time. What does that mean for you? How long have you been doing music?
I would say I started writing and recording music seriously probably pretty close to 20 years ago. And I moved to St. Louis in 2004. I believe I took my first gig here in 2005. Shout out to DJ Who for hooking that up for me way back then. And it was, off to the races ever since then. Not something that I really ever intended to do much more than just kind of a hobby, but it certainly took over my life for a really long time and still going.
I can see why though, because like your sound is not just like what you hear. You know how somebody can have a cool voice and you be like, okay, I can see why they popping out here. No, you're your own, like, you're not even a genre, you're you. I mean, let's start with, look at your set. Let's start with, look at that set. Like, just look at that. I mean, the creativity that you have you always had that where you were able to tap straight into you and build from there? Or did you kind of know that your style was so ahead of people being able to catch up that you toned it down and then went through something in order for you to bring it out?
That's a really good question. No, I've always only been able to do one thing, and that was it. But I was definitely, when you're different, you're gonna hit roadblock after roadblock, you're gonna play empty rooms, you're gonna get laughed at and booed. I've been through every experience like that in the book. But it's not fun if you're not doing you. And I think, pretty early on, I figured out that it was supposed to be fun, and stressing out about making art doesn't make any sense to me. So my mom was a picker when I was growing up. I spent many hours riding around in her truck, knocking on doors and buying junk. And so you can see that has bled over into me. I like to collect junk and and use it in music videos, and I like to build sets, and I like to throw parties, and that's all part of the experience. part of entertaining people.
You are totally a whole experience. Like, you are the definition of somebody catching a whole vibe from you. Cause like, when I watch your videos and being able to hang out with you, like, what you see is what you get. Like, it's really not a front. Like, from the vehicles that you use, okay, why do you choose to be so raw with it?
It's really just reality. Like, we don't have to go far to borrow much of it. But I grew up in rural Missouri, and, you know, I found hip hop through my older brothers in the 80s, you know, like Fat Boys and Will Smith and stuff that was like appropriate for a 5 and a 6-year-old to be listening to. And then later I was writing poetry, which turned into raps, and I didn't even, you know, understand what I was doing or learn really until I moved to St. Louis, and I learned from all my friends that I made here. By far my favorite thing about doing music was how it connects people and the people that it brings into your life, and how that goes on to, some of those people have gone on to change me in my personal life much more than just my artistic life. And, you know, a lot of my friends here in St. Louis taught me about hip hop and about the roots of it, and about the fact that it was a Black American made music as a voice out of their experience. And these are things that I hadn't even connected the dots on, because in rural Missouri, as a kid in the middle of nowhere listening to Fat Boys, you know, no one had taught me this. So, you know, there's a lot of reckoning there with even doing this genre, this art form in the first place.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
And so that's why I don't take any of it or myself too seriously. And, you know, I just like to throw my ideas out there in the world. And more than anything, I like to try and foster what other people are doing when I can, and just kind of try and see art live on in this city, and specifically get what it deserves artistically. There's so many people here doing so many amazing things across every genre. So I don't know, I often feel like I don't belong in the room. And I mean, I totally mean that. Like, there's just so much awesomeness going on. So to hang around it and be around it all and be whatsoever a part of it is all the blessing I could ever hope for. I'm stoked. I've had a great career already. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. I don't know. I think the best advice I could give to young artists is make sure you're having fun while whatever you're doing is happening. I feel like everybody gets caught up looking at the next step and hoping for the next thing, and feeling like they're not a success unless they can really flash to their families or something. But that's not really true. Like, everybody has their own levels of success, and I don't know, if you're not having fun while you're doing it, what the hell is the point? Good
just like
Lord.
anything, why are you doing it if you don't enjoy it? People can see it. They see that ugly looking face that you have. You know what I mean? They can tell by your energy that
I think
you're
that's
not.
totally true, and I
It
think
is, right?
that's part of the only reason I've been out here so long, is that you know, you show up on time and you do what you were asked to, and you have a good time, you get hired again. So there's my second piece of advice.
Like, straight up, being on time.
Be on time, don't be a
Yes.
dick, and have fun while you're there. Your positive energy will spread and you will get more calls.
For real. And then to even piggyback off of that, like, you know how I'm pretty sure a lot of times people will ask you, like, how do you get into the industry? How did you make a way for yourself? But I think that one of the first things is just allowing yourself to even be in that room. Allowing yourself to even soak up that energy, to just see how everybody is vibing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you know, getting on a stage and on a show and getting your chance to push your career forward honestly isn't that hard. I would say before you do that, you know, get your head right and know what you want out of it, know your goals, where you're headed with it. Because if your goal is to just keep it regional and be a party starter, I know a lot of people, that's all they want to do. They just want to rock parties. And they're great at that, and you can actually make money doing that, believe it or not. Other people want to do the radio thing. Well, if you're doing that, then there's considerations you have to put into the records you're making,
really
and all that kind of stuff.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Whole nother conversation, yeah. So knowing your goals before will save you some headache, and then you know, just, I don't know, being focused and having fun and chilling out. I guess what I'm trying to get at is be humble.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
it's pretty easy to get yourself a shot. Come at it humbly, grow, know that you're gonna, I've done hundreds of terrible shows, hundreds of them. Oh my
Let's
Lord.
talk that. Okay.
I mean, learned everything the hard way.
What was one of your most embarrassing moments? Me, I was hosting and I like fell off the stage like in the front.
I
was
had
like,
a really good fall one night. Yeah.
What was yours like?
I was running out to a full room at the bootleg one night, and I fell. I tripped over something. I
What
don't
kind
even
of
think.
fall was it though? What kind of fall was it?
It wasn't a full slam, but it was like. It was a giant introduction. The band was on stage. They're jamming, and now here, it was the first time I tried to pull that off, like the wrestler's introduction.
Yes.
And
you had the little jog
sunglasses
to go
on.
with it.
Yeah, tripped.
Ah.
Dude, I wouldn't even say that was the most embarrassing, though. I'd have to think about it. I feel like there's one every show. It's kind of part of our brand, thankfully. It's built in.
Yes, for real.
In the
It's like-
beginning,
Because a lot of times people wouldn't even know if we didn't bring light to it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I think that it's moments like that that really builds character. How did you build the team that you have right now? Because you
Oh.
have some dope people on your team.
I
Shall
do.
I say
I'm-
myself?
I'm
Shall I say?
I'm extremely grateful for these two. I met him through another musical friend about almost a decade ago, and we were just like not only instant. Actually, funny enough, when I asked Rob what did he knew about hip hop, he said, I can hum a few Snoop songs.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Can I know what kind of Snoop songs you can hum a little?
Rob is a classically trained, jazz guy, so
I love
he
it.
was really eager to do something different, and we totally hit it off on a personal level. We were instant friends, so we just been rolling together. We had probably a 2-year residency maybe on Washington Avenue
Nice.
in our early days. Yeah, it was just the two of us, for 4 hours or something a night on like some lounge singer stuff. I didn't even have enough songs. I think we just did the same sets twice. I'm pretty
all right,
sure that's
though.
what we did. Yeah, and we eventually lost that gig because our bar tabs were way out of control, like way.
Oh, rolling down the street.
Yeah.
Sipping on mighty kind.
Yeah, our friends figured it out. They're coming in, ordering drinks on the tabs, so we lost that gig.
Hey, you live
But-
and you learn.
But he has definitely been through the trenches with me. Chili and I can tell you, so for people out there from St. Louis watching, on the 88.1, the science
Yes.
was legendary. That
Oh.
was from the late 90s through early 2000s, was a radio show on Friday nights, and they broadcast live from Blueberry Hills Duck Room. And yeah, and speaking of one of the
Yes.
founders of that event, passed away recently, DJ Solo. So
We love you.
R.I.P. to him and all of his friends and family. He's definitely a legend in the St. Louis music scene. So anyway, I grew up in rural Missouri, and I could get that signal where I lived. And on Friday nights, I'd be at a party or something, and I'd be like, "Oh snap! It's 10 o'clock. I gotta go."
I gotta go.
I sit in my car outside and tune into
No,
science.
real
and-
talk though.
Absolutely, and I would be like, we didn't have smartphones yet. I'm not telling y'all how old I am, but you had to listen every week and then write down what the records were when they said on the break
Yeah,
because
exactly.
because you couldn't just Shazam it.
No, you have to
I
try to
remember
record
hearing,
it too.
I remember hearing Big L's Ebonics for the first time ever on there, and having to tune in the next week. What was that record? But anyway, Chili used to spin on there all the time, and so it was a big influence on me. 15 years later, we happened to meet through mutual friends and got set up to do something kind of similar to this. And we met about 5 minutes before the cameras went on, shook hands, and knocked out the performance. And we've been rolling together ever since.
I think that's what's so dope about
he's one of my
hip-hop.
favorite people, period.
You can tell.
I like to add to that, too. I'm sorry to
No, it's okay.
interject, but to finish your question about how I get these people around me, it's all about energy. You know, like it's enthusiasm over everything is one of our
I
mottos.
know. That's dope.
People
Enthusiasm
can be
over
really
everything.
talented, but talent's a dime a dozen. So again, it kind of goes back to don't be a dick.
For real. For real. And you were mentioning one thing that I feel about hip hop that's so dope is that it runs in our blood. Everybody's blood. You can't help when you hear a good beat, you can't help but to move. Think about how many times we have these conversations in our mind, right? And we start rapping and catching a beat. I mean, come on, hop on pop. I hop on one leg to
No
rig.
question.
I look to the left. I don't know. I'm not a rapper, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like by default, that's how we learn how to read and write. Hip hop runs in our blood. And the fact that it's like, when you brought it back to 88.1 days and hopping in your car, the love for music, no matter what goes on in our lives, it just brings out a new side of us.
Doesn't it? It's an amazing actually because hearing a record can bring back smells and
Yes.
specific nights.
You remember
and
your outfits.
a face that you completely forgot.
Come on
and,
now.
So it's really crazy what records can do to our brains, especially the ones that we really connect with. And even as local artists, just kind of throwing our things. Sometimes it feels like you're throwing it out there into a void. But I can tell you, I've had a few experiences where people have come back and they've had a connection with something that I've made and told me something meaningful, and you're like, wow, that's a good reminder of why to not leave things locked in your computer. Put them out, because you never know what difference it's making. And a friend of mine recently told me that what we're doing is feeding into the art ecosystem. And I thought that was a really dope way of putting it.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way of looking at it.
Like, not everything has to be shine or dollars or clicks or plays or views. Sometimes it's just who saw it and what they got from it and who you inspired to go make their own thing,
No, for real, because like with this pandemic that's going on, I think a lot of us, we have had no choice but to look at ourselves in a way that we have been busy with life to be able to ignore before. Because time ruled us, right? Now we're getting away from the sense of time and we're able to really look at ourselves. How do you feel as being an artist? How have you molded into, how have you transformed into another dimension of Scrub right now? Because a lot of people, we couldn't even ask for advice from people. How do you get through a global pandemic?
Right.
We don't have anybody
Nobody
to ask
has
this.
any.
No.
Yeah, I don't know exactly personally what I'm gonna do artistically next, but I look at it as an opportunity to wipe the slate clean. And I think that definitely it was a perspective shift for the whole world at once. The kind of thing that people like myself used to just pray for, to be honest, because like you look at, put the current petty arguments aside, you look at the macro picture, there's still global warming and I don't know how many psychedelics users we have out there, but once you take an outside look at the rat race and what we're doing, it's kind of hard to unsee. So I think that this thing is a chance for people to look at life differently in general, and people are going to work from home more, which they're going to realize is a benefit because they spend more time at home and not commuting, and it's better for the planet. I mean, these are really simple things that capitalism doesn't allow for shifts very easily. So this is just forcing some, and it's going to be a tough ride until then. But if you're going to find a silver lining, that's the one I'm seeing so far.
I love it.
That and the fact that I don't have to do things that I didn't want to do anymore. I can
Come
just
on now.
use that as pandemic as an excuse.
It's like before I used to really remember when you were in like your 20s, you were like, okay, you are always at this and doing that and doing that. Then you start getting to a point where you're like, now look now, can I please take advantage of my rent? Like, I'm paying this money. Can I take advantage?
Yeah, home is where the heart is at all times these days. And,
it is.
I don't know. I guess I'm thankful to be able to say that. I'm sure there's people dealing with this pandemic. Well, of course there are. That's not the case, but I don't know. I have no advice for what's coming next. All I can say is register and vote.
flat out.
That's
and
happening
you want to
in
know
3
what
weeks.
like if November 3rd is around the corner, we're gonna blink and be like, oh, hold on. It's what? November 3rd.
I don't know. The Missouri registration date might already be gone. I hope
We
you're
missed
registered.
it.
But find out where
Yeah.
you vote and vote.
Yeah, because you can get that from the main website, you know? And what I love is the fact that how you were mentioning that nobody really has any advice besides do what it is that keeps you at peace. That's why I love, shout out to Media Outlaws with Live from Anywhere, and for even the sponsors for believing in artistry and these events. Thank you to you at home that is watching. Thank you to everybody that has been sharing this, because when I tell you it's mighty kind for people to be hanging out with us, like they're at home. They're at home right now.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, this is, if you want to taste the normalcy, we have to do things like this. And we have to support art and artists, and we have to continue to be human and live the human experience. Not everything is just because your job is closed down or the shopping mall's closed down or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get back to what matters, people, and also wear a mask and don't go places and don't go to concerts and hang out indoors. Is it really that hard? Holy shit.
I know. Okay, shout out to Oviana. Nice chips.
OV.
That's
I'll
the
eat
Southern
these all day.
barbecue one. You're gonna really like that
Oh,
one.
my daughter will smash these two. I have a 5-year-old at home, Lucy and Will. Hello, shorties. Lucy will eat these and probably the hot ones.
Yes, and I was gonna say, like, can we do a cheers? Can we do a cheers? Cheers to the fact that right now, with being through a pandemic, with Live from Anywhere, being able to hang out with you today, for you being able to be so vulnerable right now and just talking about you and your journey with music and where you're going, I salute you and thank you for this opportunity. You're mighty kind, shall I say.
That was a really poorly timed handful of chips, but those were very sweet words, Megan, and you're very
No, for real.
You're very good at what you do, and I think you can go on to do whatever you want. If again,
Yeah.
visualize what you want and go get it, my friend.
Can I tell you something though? 88.1 was my heart, right? With music. And it got to a point to where I really wanted to do that before commercial radio. Commercial radio is a whole new, that's another conversation. We said that these moments like this, Live from Anywhere, where you have these raw conversations, you don't have a time limit. We can just say what we want. That is what you really enjoy. And this pandemic has really shown me that no matter how much life brings you this way, home is where the heart is. And I love this.
I completely
Thank you.
agree, and we know on the internet now, you can make your own thing, a little bit of dedication, and you can bring the business your way. So keep building your platform.
You keep doing yours.
You've got a good eye and you're a good ear and you're likable, so that goes a
Hey.
long way in this world.
Thanks.
There's a lot of people that aren't very likable.
So I do have a question. I just thought about this. Okay, so right or wrong, and you're not gonna hurt my feelings. From listening to your music, do you really like UGK?
Yes,
I can tell.
absolutely. All day.
I could tell.
For sure. And like anything that you would put on a playlist with UGK is what I personally like to rock. Absolutely.
So what does your playlist look like? Like what artists, what songs stand out?
I was raised on blues music and soul music and funk and
So your last $2?
Yeah,
Okay. Hear about that life.
I'm an LP collector, so that's really type of stuff I'm spending most of the time. I'll tell you, I've been digging through a St. Louis Legends catalog lately. Ike Turner. This cat has got so many records.
I don't think a
I'm
lot of
just
people realize how many artists he broke.
And how many records they made, just instrumental record after instrumental. And of course, Oliver Sane, another legend that I've been re-digging into his catalog. So nothing gets me more excited than stuff that's from here. It's just
For real.
It's easier to envision it, get behind a story and the history. And there's so many records. Shout out to Tom Ray on 88.1. We'll take that again. And that's an old friend of Chili's. But Papa Ray, I've been listening to him literally my entire life on Mondays, playing some of the greatest records. And I still to this day go to the show archives and play the shows once a week. So if you're not doing that, tune into Papa Ray.
And it'll change your
I
whole
love
life.
this damn city.
I do too.
I'm never giving up on
See,
it.
I'm born and raised in St. Louis, right? And sometimes people will be like, why do you not want to leave? And Don't get me wrong, we all have aspirations for all these wonderful things, right? But it's something about St. Louis. I mean, we're a foodie city, we don't realize it, right? Until we leave. The music comes from the heart. We're like the heart of the world. We're the Midwest.
So much history here, so much
Yes.
musical history. You can still get all these amazing chefs, like you said, a foodie city, competing for, you know, your dollars. There's really not a plate over $30 half the time in this
Really?
city, and you can have the most amazing meals.
A good time.
St. Louis is a bargain. It's beautiful. It's got the historical buildings. I've lived downtown here in Benton Park for the last 13 years. Loved every minute of it.
And I also like the bang for your buck. You know what I'm saying? But what I
Absolutely.
don't like, this is really off the subject, right? We're talking about all this good food and stuff. I cannot stand when somebody doesn't wear their mask right. That's really off the subject.
Man, it's annoying though.
No, it
it's
is.
like it's the same. It's
Do you ever have some people who like they want to come talk to you and their mask is like covering their mouth? They're all in
it's
your
all
face.
down over the chin, and you know. The britches always match. I've been noticing that. The same cat that's got his mask sagging has got his pants
It's
sagging.
his pants
and I'm like,
sagging.
it's not 1997 anymore, man. Like,
They missed the memo.
I don't know. It's always the dude that's, you know, he's too old for both.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck there.
Don't get trapped in time, people. Evolve, hang out with people younger than you. Get on the internet, see what's happening.
That's the key. Get on the internet and watch something,
Look
all right?
around once in a while, do something. Look up a new record.
I love it.
Live. Just don't forget to live. It's really short. I think that, you know, maybe COVID taught us that too. Let's
I
hope.
definitely believe it taught us that. You know, we're looking at somebody today and they could be gone tomorrow. But what we know where you're at is live from anywhere, hanging out with us. So you have more music coming up.
Yeah, am I getting high on this thing? We should.
I
we
think
should-
I got a little chill.
should measure my intake.
No.
I should
It's
measure
cool.
my intake. No, we're gonna do another set, and we're gonna
Yes.
do. You know, I've always kind of had everything from the party set to the art gallery set. Had, you know, done a lot of experimenting over the years, but I like to think of what we're gonna do next as some of the fun, funky, danceable stuff. So let's go out on a high note.
Well, that being said, you're mighty kind, and thank you for this.
Thank
I'm
you,
ready.
Megan O. Appreciate her. Follow
Oh.
Megan O online, everybody. She's a good spirit and got her finger on the pulse of what's happening in this city.
You didn't have to do that. That was
I don't
super
have to
nice
do
and
that, but
humble
it's
of
true.
you.
And I also love Media
Yes.
Outlaws. Follow them.
Me
This
too.
is my, I don't know, I worked with these guys many times now, and they just never let me down.
Me neither. Even when sometimes they give good, like, some good advice. I'm gonna leave it at that. Some great advice.
sure.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna step off, and we'll be back for a song in just a minute, my friends.
Cheers.
Yo, ain't it funny how the game changed overnight? Rappers got these songs on and dancing now, feeling tight. But can I speak on this openly? Show you right. It's like Samuel Jackson versus Dolomite. One's too old, the other one is too new, and everything that fell in between that, doo-doo. But finally a duo. One's a rap creator, second one's a boy wonder, aka the beat maker. We don't take over streets, the streets take us. We move like the Lakers, touch more cash than Las Vegas. It's like the rap sheets love us, but the source hate us. Cause in their unsigned hype, we on a hiatus. And we ain't never beg for radio to play us. Check recollections, reminiscent of the dark ages. You feel me? I feel like God made us to connect with fans like two-way pages. So when you see me on stage, back up. Ain't nothing worse than a whack rapper with a whack cut. But when you hear that good shit, that's us. Stacking nice wonder, that's us. Hey yo, who got that good shit? That's us. That real live music, that's us. From the club to the street shit, that's us. If you like it, then believe it, yo, that's us. Hey yo, who got that good shit? That's us. That real live music, that's us. From the club to the street shit, that's us. If you like it, then believe it, yo, that's us. Yo, ain't it funny how the game changed? Now it's pop. Rappers got their thongs on and dancing now, won't stop. But can I speak on this openly? Sure, hops. It's like revolving doors, and it don't stop. Right out the box, I start ripping shit and killing it. Cut off your hands in case your wrists ain't pumping it. You never see me jumping, kids. I ain't no Bloods or Crips. I'm just a nigga that like girls with nice hips and nice lips, nice legs, nice thigh. Give a good head and make a killer apple pie. But back to the essence. Beat boys and breakdance lessons being given. Hit the floor with precision. I watch it like it's television. Flows I'm spitting. Ninth got beats that's hot like Hell's Kitchen. We did it cause we got vision. All you got is a do-rag, some Tim boots, and some of your boys to listen. So when you see me on stage, back up. Ain't nothing worse than a whack rapper with a whack cut. But when you hear that good shit, that's us. Second Ninth Wonder, that's us. Hey yo, who got that good shit? That's us. That real live music, that's us. From the club to the street shit, that's us. If you like it, then believe it, yo, that's us. Hey yo, who got that good shit? That's us. That real live music, that's us. From the club to the street shit, that's us. If you like it, then believe it, yo, that's us. That's us. That's us. That's us. That's us. That's us.
We aren't special beneath our blue dome, and it turns out we're far from alone. The earth is a pit stop in the middle of the known. Looting is normal once ET phones home. But not just one type, there are all kinds. Some look like us, some have no spines. Some are cold-blooded, scaly reptiles. Some are short, childlike, and mostly eyes. All have agendas, all look freakish. It's important to remember they all have a weakness. And although they do their best to keep it secret, the weak links lie with the humans they choose to be with. Can you guess? Not you or me, chica. It's those in control of the party. E tu vida. Tell everyone, la familia amigas. It's those people we should be screaming, La Migra! Is it worth making such a fine fuss just cause they were faking being kind once? Is it odd to pledge their undying love not to us but to some bloodline lust? Nothing wrong with being a race traitor, unless you think it makes your race greater. Not like a mutant or a Cape Crusader. They're half Earthling, half Space Invader. It's one thing if they're gonna be transparent. It's another to split up the Earth and not share it. Watch them. If the shoe fits, they'll wear it. Walking on air like they know they're the heir apparent. They dare it if we keep them from landing. Make them swim back upstream like salmon. Relate to a game millennia in the planet. We'll need special glasses to catch them infrared-handed.
Cause some ton of emotion locked inside of me. I play the lottery of life, fool, I'm the ruler roulette. Pulling the card, but it's hard not to sweat. Place your bets, you ain't a gambler, well trick it, I'ma handle you low. I got some tools for the small to grow. Hey yo, now let it flow, I bring it lower than the coal. And my ebony soul turn into diamonds cause I'm dying to know what is.
Yo. Sorry, everybody. Hold on one second there. I got to get my microphone back. We're back for set 2 here. Thanks for everybody that's still with us. I just had a lovely chat with Miss Megan O. That was fun. This is so great to have all these ladies behind me. They've been so supportive all night. Really feels good in a pandemic to have some non-breathers around. So with that said, I'm going to do a song about tomorrow morning or any morning, some morning for you. It's a story song that I wrote, and it goes a little something like this. Yeah. Okay.
woke up. My phone been blowing up. My head swimming and I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh fuck, how'd I get so drunk? And why my mouth still smelling like an old skunk? Hold up, who's sleeping on the fold up? And who been up in my bed eating these cold cuts? I think I might be going nuts trying to remember everything that happened last night with no luck. Oh well, guess I should just clean this mess. Maybe I should go and get me some breakfast. This headache, it ain't nothing to mess with. The shit I just took was impressive. Yeah, the next step, well, you know how the scene go. Stumble around and I'm trying to find clean clothes. Throw on some jeans and the pockets got no cheddar. Somehow now I gotta pull it together, yo. And last night I might have crossed the line, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Hey, last night I might have lost my mind, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Yeah. Last night I might have crossed the line, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Yeah. Hey, last night I might have lost my mind, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Oh, great. Now I'm running so late. 20 minutes get to work and there's no way. I can't find my keys and the bus won't wait. I got a feeling gonna be like this the whole day. If I'ma survive, then I'ma have to act soon. Act cool, at least till the beast is passed through. I might have to catch a nap in the afternoon and lock myself inside of the staff bathroom. My boss yelling, but I can't quite follow it. A little puke in my mouth and I gotta swallow it. He's on my ass about all of the calling in and keep asking why I be smelling like alcohol again. I had my feeling bad for real, and that's that, man, knowing that I have to chill. But it seems like somewhere there's a glass to fill, and I'm using the last swill to swallow some Advil. Like, last night I might have crossed the line, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Hey, last night I might have lost my mind, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Sing it with me, y'all. Last night I might have crossed the line, but yo, I think I had an awesome time. Hey, last night I might have lost my mind, but yo, I think I had an awesome time.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? If you remember where I was last night, please send me an email or comment after the show. Comment down below, as my daughter likes to say when she watches YouTube. This next song was produced and written by my friend. Well, I wrote the lyrics. My friend wrote the music here, Mr. Rob Bass. And it's called Grind. Shouts again to this mighty kind, absolutely delicious, the Pineberry. This song is about perseverance. If you're out there facing, well, of course you are. Don't give up.
You know I think like an astronaut, move like a caveman. I don't come at this with the usual game plan. We can't remember when prophets they didn't change him, but instead they spoke wisdom and how to change man. They keep on telling me I ought to relax. They ain't seeing the facts, it's gonna collapse. Sometimes I really wonder why I even wanna try hard. I don't give a damn about the numbers on a time card. Mine's going, spinning like a cyclone, high, strong, and feeling like the fight's on. It's every morning with your nose to the grindstone. I'm just trying to find home in another time zone. He who works the hardest to see the most reward, but the dude with 3 jobs gotta go in at 4. When you get old, they show you the door. Like, was this really that dream y'all was hoping for? See, I say, oftentimes I'm talking in rhyme, you know, me trying to learn how to walk on the line. So I work hard, play hard till the graveyard. I'm on the grind like I lost my mind. See, I said, oftentimes I'm talking in rhyme, you know, me trying to learn how to walk on the line. So I work hard, play hard till the graveyard. I'm on the grind like I lost my mind. How am I supposed to promote positive energy when it seems the world's addicted to negativity? They're not enough friends and too many enemies, and the poorest ones that keep paying all of the penalty. How easy to try when the world's at its wildest. Hard to wear a smile in the middle of the violence. So we hold back, keep it on the quiet tip, keep watching adults act childish. Fuck that, I guess it's time for us to go and break the cycle then. Stop hopping the bike and then start living your life again. I see no reason for believing the weather will change. It's about how you learn to be whenever it rains. Ain't no 2 days that are ever the same. You gotta look to the future, stay ahead of the game. See, I said, ain't no 2 days that are ever the same. Yo, you gotta see the future, stay ahead of the game. Oftentimes, I'm talking in rhyme. I'm being trying to learn how to walk on the line. So I work hard, hard, play hard till the graveyard. On the grind like I lost my mind. See, I say, oftentimes I'm talking in rhyme. You know what me and trying to learn how to walk on the line. So I work hard, play hard till the graveyard. I'm on the grind like I lost my mind. See, I said, oftentimes I'm talking in rhyme. You know me and trying to learn how to walk on the line. So I work hard, play hard till the graveyard. Oftentimes I'm talking in rhyme, no being trying to learn how to walk on the line. And so I work hard, play hard till the graveyard. I'm on the grind like I lost my damn mind. Woo! That's the part that the crowd would usually, woo, at least a couple people. Woo! You guys having fun out in the interworld, interwebs, internets? Al Gore invented them. Let's play another song. This one goes out to my very favorite tennis player of all time. Produced by M.A. Double. Yo, how many of y'all wake up with a frown and you look for something that can never be found? You feel the pressure and it's wearing you down. And heaviest is the head that's wearing the crown. With an eye on the ground, I knew that it could fall. It's all good, dawg. Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger Woods, y'all. Only took a few years, shed a few tears, drank a few beers, but now it's all too clear. This is me at my best. Already got a lot of attitude, like I'm done beating the rest. What you see is what you get. Really, there's nothing left. Just me and a few things to get off my chest. Like, no breath left. I thought about death. Now I see it in the back of my mind half the time. I got problems, but everyone sees that. But I walk like a goddess and reach my kneecap. Most cats, they don't know how to politic. Next time my name on your tongue, go ahead and swallow it. She's an alcoholic that really don't like to follow shit. Never bet against a $5 blue collar bill. Still do it the same way I did it forever. Don't forget, we all in it together. Like, how many of y'all wake up with a frown and you looking for something that could never be found? You feel the pressure and it's wearing you down. This is the head that's wearing the crown. With a eye on the ground, I knew that it could fall. It's all good, dawg. Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger Woods, y'all. Feel like it's out of control and I'm zoning, moaning and groaning, coping by smoking and sipping potion until the morning. I'm still going, poking along, hoping it's strong. I can open some arms and open the farm, and y'all can listen or not. Me, I still pissing the pot, spit the rap till my tongue twisting a knot. All the mind games giving me a migraine. I'm coming in and we amping up the time frame. All about mind state, mind St. Loser, famous for the baseball and the crime rate. Now you know why I'm losing my temper. I went from loser to winner in the course of a winter. Like, hell with it, I remember as well as elephants, using all the elements, no time for selfishness. Better believe you never be ready as me. Never eat, never sleep like I'm better means. The head of your team, but a way tighter game plan, getting better now. Now that I'm a changed man. Old five, say goodbye to that old guy, trying to take a strap, but I guess that it won't die. How many of y'all wake up with a frown and you look for something that could never be found? You feel the pressure and it's wearing you down. And heaviest is the head that's wearing the crown. With an eye on the ground, I knew that it could fall. It's all good, dawg. Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger Woods, y'all. Come on, I said Tiger. Take it away, man. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Rob Bass and Matt McElrath. Matt, can you stay out for a couple more, man? Come on, we only got, play the next two songs with us. One more from Matt McElrath. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Matt and Media Outlaws on your favorite platform. Let's play this next song. This is for anybody out there that's ever driven a hoopty. Raise your hands. I can see you. This is interactive webcam. You, yeah.
Exactly. We've all had one. My first car, it only had foam in the front and the back. It was a Mazda GLC, 1981. You probably don't even know that model, but think like 80s Corolla or Camry, really small. Only foam left, and none of the doors, well, only the driver door open. So everybody else just Dukes a Hazzard in through the window. So this song is about that car.
From the rakish flare of its new pipe-swept rear fenders, right up to its bold but elegant new front styling, everywhere people notice you.
Check it, I got a ride that's a one of a kind, yo. And she like nothing else you ever could find, though. Treat me right, knows just what I like. No headlights, we don't ever go out at night. She ain't brown, she ain't pretty. Whoa, background so damn loud you can't miss me. Inside musty, outside rusty, the whole thing shake over 50. Check it, I try and go and get my girl for a lunch date. Oh, bad battery has got me showing up late. Broke down side of the road, baby, just wait. Pop the hood, I'ma work with the duct tape. I got a hoopty, jalopy, a bucket. Lemon and lemonade, really, I love it. See, hell of a deal, call it wheels on a budget. No one gonna steal it, cause nobody wants it, yeah. I'm so fly in my old beater. It's so cold, no heater. Oh my, no features. I ride around bumping beats out of blown speakers. Who wanna ride with me? I said, who wanna put up on the line with me? Yeah. I know my car ain't the nicest, and I don't even really own a license. My muffler dragging, I got a blown tire. Hella trash and the dash is exposed wire. Old girl looking so tired, smelling vapors. Man, I think my carburetor's on fire. Is she gonna see another day? I mean, she already kinda been humming in a funny way. And for real, she pushing over 300K. Get her on the open road and she's a runaway. Been through the thick and the thin, the most particular friends. Got a fix, now she clicking again. I don't know if I'ma stick to the end. Maybe I should trade it in. Get something that's as quick as the wind. Fuck it, I think I'm making a statement. I'm whipping around all over the pavement. I'm looking insane, but the rest of them ain't shit. See, I got a car, but got no car payment. I'm so fly in my old beater. And so cold, no heater. Old model, no features. I ride around bumping beats out of blown speakers. Who wanna ride with me? I said, who wanna put life on the line with me? Yeah. I know my car ain't the nicest, and I don't even really own a license.
Get the whole story.
Let them hear you, boys. I'm so fly in my old beater. It's so cold, no heater. Old model, no features. I ride around bumping beats out of blown speakers. Who wanna ride with me? I said, who wanna put up on the line with me? Yo, I know my car ain't the nicest, and I don't even really own a license.
I promise you.
Make some noise one more time for Matt and DJ Chili C and Rob Bass. At home in your living room, make that noise, please. Wake the baby.
In fact, every day more and more folks just like you are making the big switch.
They are making the big switch. They're making the big switch to Scrub. You can follow me at Scrub Music on Instagram. Probably the same on FaceBase, Mombook, whatever. Gotta delete that. Zuckerberg turned out to be a real weasel, am I wrong? And I don't believe this is on his platform right now, so I can... All right, let's do one more song, everybody. This one is written for anybody that was born and raised in Missouri. This goes back to, you know, this would be one of the earliest songs I ever wrote, and I thought it'd be fun to do it tonight. It's called Country Thing. Produced by Steve West. Shout out, Steve, if you're out there.
I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, come on. Welcome to the Mid-Coast, home of the pig roast. Come and get a big dose. I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, yo, it's Missouri, baby, hurry back. You ain't shit if you're killing at least a 30-pack. Let me try and tell them a little about where I'm coming from. Missouri, baby, where everyone got a couple guns. Afflicted, surrounded by religious and bigots. Hit kid, from the land of the ticks and the crickets. They say we 5 years behind from both coasts. I say it's probably more like 10 for most folks. Half of my neighbors couldn't even pass 4th grade. But everybody's a scientist with a pork steak. We're watching WWF as foreplay. And family reunion, another word for court date. The homie, but you can't even show me teeth. I'm from motherfuckers really feeling Toby Keith. When dudes hate sleeves, cut them off, look tough. Ask for the jeans, cut those right off under your nuts. It's trucks and boats, guns and bows, bucks and doles, and outside of that, what's the no? Come on. I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, come on. Welcome to the Mid-Coast, home of the pig roast. Come and get a big dose. I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, yo, it's Missouri, baby, hurry back. You ain't shit if you're killing at least a 30-pack. All for the cliche, corn-fed beefcake, billionaire cheapskate, 2-ton V8, hot as hell heat wave, trailer park 3-way. Let's have to drink in the jack till you can't see straight. This'll make the last couple teeth rattle a bit. Sicker than an old fat chick with a tat on the tit. Imagine the kids surrounded by cattle and shit, having a hard time finding cats I'm compatible with. We can't get along, dog, I'm ridiculous. Everybody liquored up, trying to have the biggest truck. Gotta adapt quick, learn how to smell trouble. Never trust the dude rocking the biggest belt buckle. With the rednecks, hillbillies, the hicks, and the hosiers. Jim Beam, John Deere, and a Dale Jr. You heard a lot of shit, half of it's rumor. See, we steal all that in a bag of manure, come on. I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, come on. Welcome to the Mid-Coast, home of the pig roast. Come and get a big dose. I said, welcome to the Midwest. We got a lot more than insects and incest. Yeah, yo, it's Missouri, baby, hurry back. You ain't shit if you're killing at least a 30-pack.
I like rednecks. I really do.
Thank you, everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope you have fun. I have fun. I haven't done any live music since March. It's a nice reminder that I like doing this. And I ain't too bad.
I love that. Do that one more time. Hold on, I want to do it.
Hey, and I ain't too bad either. You know, it's okay to pat yourself on the back once in a while.
You got to.
Megan.
Look, I'll do it. Look, there we go.
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Yeah. What a fabulous night.
It was live from anywhere. Everywhere you are is where we are. That's why we're live from anywhere. I was your host for the night, Megan O. I was going to say brought to you by Scrub. That made no sense.
It might as well have been. It might as well have been. I brought it.
Man, when I tell you, it was such a dope night. Scrub, you brought your crew with you tonight. Shout out to our sponsors for making this possible. Mighty Kind. Oh my gosh, I saw you sipping that. Oh.
Delicious.
And a Southern Barbecue, Old Vienna chips. And also, Higher Sound with the MICs tonight. Media Outlaws, Matt, thank you so much for making this possible. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay tuned so you can find out the next Live from Anywhere.
Stay tuned every month for concerts from across all genres. This is just the beginning, my friends. Peace.
Right. What he said, yeah.